Hi, I'm Cheryl Rowling, an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Ontario, Canada. Thank you for joining me today. Don't worry about sizes or supplies for this card as they are attached to this video. If you enjoy watching this video, could you please like and share, as this helps me grow my channel? And if you could leave a comment, that would be wonderful, as I love to see where you're watching from or what you think of the card. If you aren't already subscribed, please click the subscribe button and hit notifications so you will know when I post a new video. If you don't already have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I would love to help you out. My contact information is attached. We are going to be doing a Peaceful Cabin bridge fold card. I love these. They sit up and they actually fold down and they go in the envelope. It might cost you a bit more postage. I don't know if it's because of this thickness, but I'm hand delivering these, so it's not a big deal. And I put the on the back. So what I started with, this is 4 by 6 3/4, and I cut it into 1-inch pieces. This is 2 3/4, this is 1 and 1, and then it's like I'm trying to make a scene with it. So if you just take a piece 4 by 6 3/4, then you could make your scene with it, and then you can cut it up and it'll make it much easier. But you have to go 1 inch, 1 inch, 2 3/4 inches, 1 inch, and then you'll have an inch left over. Or this way, whatever, 1 inch, 1 inch, 2 3/4, 1, 1. Just, it doesn't matter which way you go. You just got to make sure that it's all in a row, because you're going to have trees in the background and the snow and everything. You're going to have the background in there. There's trees in here. You might not be able to see them so well. And there's snow and everything. So, what I did first is I took my Smoky Slate, get a few things out of here, and I started with my trees. And then I just put them across. Like that. And you can come in here with and fill them in. You can do whatever you want. And this is a 1-inch circle that I cut it out of cardstock with a post-it note on top of it, and I punched it with my 1-hole punch. One inch punch. Oh my, that was a little silly. And then I took my Misty Moonlight and I had scrap paper here. There we are. And I got all the lines off of it, and then I started putting it on. Oh, and to do this, I just put a line of, if you cut it first, I just put a line of adhesive on it, and then I just made it less tacky and put it on my clothes. Like I just pushed it against my shirt, or my pants, that line, and then I just lined these up on it. Does that make sense? I hope so. Made sense to me when I was doing it. always make sure you do your brush on the side when you're swirling after you get new ink, fresh ink on your brush, your blending brush. You probably can't see it, but over here I can see the lines when I'm just first start out. You can really see the lines that would go on here and take away from the look of it. You want a smooth look, and you wouldn't get it if you didn't do that. You'd have streaks and blobs, and yeah, it just doesn't look so nice. So you just take a few minutes extra time and make sure that you go over here and get them out, and then start. And you can go darker with it. You could have darker spots and lighter spots. Totally up to you what you choose to do. And I'm just going to do it along the edge here, a little bit darker. Yeah, there we go. Now I'm going to put this away. And I'm going to get this out. This is 8 inches long. It's 4¼ inches wide, and it's scored at 1¼ 2½, 5½, and 6¾ and then you just bend it there, burnish that, and then you bring this back and you burnish that with your bone folder, and then you come along and you burnish, make sure, especially on the edges, and then you do this one. And it can go either way. Doesn't matter because it's all the same. Now I'm taking my gray. This is Smoky. This is basic gray, and this is Smoky Slate. And I'm getting that one out so I can start. And then I'm just very gently going to lift these off because it's the stickies right here. And make sure you glue the right side down. The other day I was trying to glue the wrong side of the DSP down. It's like, no, I don't want to do that. And what I do is, as soon as I get this attached and even, then I attach it to this because I want the flow of the trees. Because I did it in a pattern, so I want it to continue with the pattern. I don't know if it really makes a difference because you can see the because it's going to be like this and you can't really see, but I just kind of like the flow of it, just in case people can see it and they can actually see that it's a scene. I kind of anal in that department. Now you want to make sure it's the same height all the way across. And once it's right, then you push it down. Because see, you can, this tree is here, and then you will see that it matches there. We don't need that moon any longer. I love making scenes. Do you like making scenes? I don't know, I just love it. I like making other things too, but scenes is something you can put a little bit more creativity in than just flowers or whatever. I was working on this, and then it's like, oh yeah, I want the fox in there. So I did the extra in the fox, and I did the extra trees, and you can just keep building it up. And I love that part about scenes. It just adds another dimension, and I truly love it. There. Almost done. So has everybody finished their Christmas shopping? Have you started? I've started. I've got most of it done. I got a few things that I have to do yet. I need a Kinder Egg, but they're not out yet, so I can't do that. And I need a couple stocking stuffers that I don't have. But I've got the grandkids basically all done, I think, which is wonderful. I have bills yet to do. I do know what I'm getting him, but I can't say anything because he listens to the videos when he edits them. But I do know what I want to get anyways. Is anybody having problems with getting the supplies in for Christmas? Like, I've heard that there's the supply is not meeting the demand on certain things because of the ports or things like that. I don't know. And I just wondered if anybody was having problems getting the stuff that they want for Christmas. Now, normally you would do a 1-inch bridge across here and just hold it up like that. Then you would attach whatever you want to it. But with this card, this stamp set is just a little different, and I'm going to make the trees and the house of the bridge. I thought this is such a cool idea to do with this card. Where am I? There we are. Okay, I need this. There's my trees. I have such a small little space to work that I put them all over the place. It's crazy in this spot. Okay, now I'm putting that up because I only have so much of the way to cut it, and so I want to get them basically where it will fit, and then I will bring this down here, move this out, and just make sure that I am in that framework. There we go. And I'll put this over here. And then I will line this up. Okay. And I will put this aside because I have to run it through my big shot. And now I'm going to do the same thing with this and my cabin. And I'm going to basically do the same thing and just make sure it's within the framework. You don't want to lose part of your chimney. Okay, and then this. Like that. And see, there's a back porch on here, and this is a cutout to go through the back porch, and there's two little oh, I didn't poke those out. I see that now. Now let's try again. And put that on there and put that there. And I'm going to shut my gray smoky slate up for a minute, and I will be right back as I run these through. I have a leaning tower over here. It's crazy. There we go, and they are cut out. Now, I'm just going to clear off some of this stuff. And there, like that. Now I'm going to take my Smoky Slate, and I'm changing the salutation on this one, and I am lining it up and lining this up. And I got this salutation from the Snowflake Wishes stamp set, and the inside one comes from there too. Okay, now yep, now I need my dimensionals. You don't have to dimensional this up. Actually, I'm going to try it without dimensioning it this time and see what it looks like, because you don't have to. That might help with the postage. we go. I am just going to take a pencil and kind of there. So I won't put glue on this little bit there. It just helps if you know where not to put it. This down here, and then I'm going to, I'm going to pick it up and just make sure it's even. There. Yeah, it looks just fine. Now, what I'm doing is this goes at the very bottom. So I am going to put my finger there, and I know that I cannot come up any higher than that, and I'm just going on this 1 inch piece. Make sure it's even on down there and even this way, and then I'm going to so if I just do it this way, yep, whoops, and keep it down below that. If you can mark it in your mind, that's fine. Or if you like, the edge is fine too, but you just mark it so you know where you stand, and make sure it's even. And there, you've got it. And I forgot to do the snowflakes, and they are heat embossed. So this one is not going to have any snowflakes on it because you need to do it before you put it on. It really is easiest if you do it before you put it on. But what if I try? I might just as well try. Everything was hidden. I got so much. I should have cleared my desk off, but I didn't, and that's what happens. There we go. And oops, no, I don't want that. That's the wrong one. Get that out of here. It was hiding. Turn your stamp as you do it. This one won't have as much, can't even talk, as much snow as my other one did, but that's okay. This is fun. Oh my word. This is crazy. I try too hard to speed things up and I end up making it worse. So I'm just gonna lift this up a bit. There we go. Now I'm gonna put this aside. Don't want to get white in my Versamark. Oops. Wrong place grabbing it. Not too bad. It's not bad. You could probably do it if you screw up like I did. Now, should have had my heat tool heating. I will just put things away while that's heating up. There is a hole down here, and then you just brush it down here and it just falls right in. There usually is a plug in it, but my plug is gone and I didn't realize it. This is an Embossing Buddy. Stampin' Up! Doesn't sell them anymore, but I'm told a dryer wipe will do the same thing, an anti-static dryer wipe. So while we're waiting for that, let's do the envelope. Get my Smoky Slate ink out, and I'm just doing the 2 trees. There, it's done. Now let's do the back, this, and this. There we go. It says, "May your season sparkle." Now we need the trees again, and I'm just doing the 1 tree this time, because you don't want to take up the whole spot, because you have to write your names on it. Don't want to send a card without names. Has anybody ever done that before? Like I have. I was so frustrated when I found out. They said, I knew it had to be you because you're the only one that gives me handcrafted cards. So, and you make such beautiful cards, I knew it was yours. So that was kind of nice, but it's like, oh my word. I was glad they knew, but it's like, that's silly. So they brought it back to me, and then I signed it for them. Now always aim away so that don't right on top. Aim it so that the hot air has some place to go. Sorry about this. This is going to be a little bit more challenging for you to see what I'm doing. The heat tool makes so much noise, but it sure does a nice job. It's well worth the noise. See, you can see it going. Not bad for screwing up. I hope you don't screw up. But now I have, oh, I know, these. I gotta get these trees on. I'm so glad that I didn't have these trees on already and then try to do it around it. That would have been fun. I put the biggest and the smallest together here. And then I put the medium one over here. Now, if you have some shimmer mist or some dazzling diamonds, the shimmer mist would be beautiful. Just sprayed on this. You could use Winka Stella, but I don't want to do the whole thing. But I could do the roof. And just do a little bit here, right around the house, make it sparkle. But doing this on the whole thing would be, you lose a lot. But if you could spray it with the shimmer mists, Stampin' Up! Used to sell them, and if you still have some, that would be perfect on here. Now I just have to find, if I can't find it, then I'm going to have to make one. I had it here just a few minutes ago too. But as you know, I'm very gifted at losing everything. I put it aside, and because nothing fits on my desk. I work in a very small area, which is crazy. Is this it? I don't think so. Well, that might fit. No, it is. It is 4 1/8 by 2 7/8. There, that didn't take long. Perfect. Now, just putting this together. And when you do a bridge fold, usually they only fold one way the best. Like, you can fold them both ways to flatten it, but there's one way that usually works best. See, that one doesn't work best that way, but it works best. Oh. Yeah, that's the way. See, it's a little bubbly there. So this one has to go this way. And my other one goes this way. It's weird the way the bridge fold is, but it's just the way it seems to be. It just folds better the one way. And it doesn't really matter, because it's just going to be folded when it's in the envelope. And after it's out of the envelope, most are going to have it sitting up on display. There we go. What do you think? Do you like it? It's yeah, I love bridge folds. I don't know, something about it that I've made quite a few and I really like them. So thank you so much for being here with me. I appreciate you spending time with me, and I hope that I could have inspired you to create something beautiful. And if I have inspired you to create a bridge fold card, whether it be with this stamp set or with another, post a picture in the comments. I would love to see what you're making, and maybe that will inspire me to use that stamp set if I have it. So thanks again. Thank you for being here, and I so appreciate it. If you could just like, share, subscribe, that would be wonderful. Have a wonderful day. Bye now.